welcome to ISTV News. I'm Subala Kangabam. Lining up the top stories we have. Public roars against excessive and deliberate harassment to the passenger by the Assam Rifles at Kudengthabi post along the Imphal-More road. People drew the attention of the state government to intervene on it. And now the news in detail. A large number of people have roared against the excessive and deliberate disturbance and harassment by the Assam Rifles posted at Kudengthabi along the National Highway 2 Imphal-More road. Reports received from the spot, a major of the post has allegedly and deliberately harassed the passengers along the highway. Yesterday, a team of journalists led by President of AMJU, Wangkhemcha Shamjai, were also intentionally disturbed by the Assam Rifles led by one Major Rocky when the journalist team returned to Imphal from Mori. Talking to the ISTV News, Wangkhemcha Shamjai said, "It is not the first time that the Major disturbed journalists. Most of the times, journalists went to Mori for collection and gathering news. The Major always disturbed them," he alleged. Besides, the security measures taken by the Assam Rifles on the national highway is highly commendable. However, the way they are doing is very unfortunate, he added. He further said, the team of journalists were allegedly disturbed by the said Major, even they showed their identity cards. They even disturbed the media personnel in such a manner. What attitude they might show to the innocent people is questionable, he said. Moreover, many passenger vehicles piling the national highway were unreasonably disturbed by the Assam Rifles. Sometimes, though there is sufficient time to return in Imphal, the passenger vehicles were intentionally detained and sent back to Mori by the Assam Rifles, the President of AMJU, Shamjai, alleged. At this critical juncture, the state government as well as the concerned and the higher authority of the Assam Rifles will not check and intervene in time. It may create some unwanted incidents in the future, the AMJU President Wangkhemcha Shamjai opined. State Commission for Persons with Disabilities, Manipur, in collaboration with National Institute for the Mentally Handicapped, organized a training program for medical officers on disabilities issues at Youth Hostel Kumalampau today. State Disabilities Commissioner L. Nabakishore, Chief Medical Officer Imphal West Dr. S. Bimola Kumari, Assistant Professor of National Institute for Mentally Handicapped Ashok were the presidium members at the inaugural function. Commissioner Nabakishore said the training program will be a big help in improving the condition of handicapped persons.
Specialist doctors training identify mainstream all social structures doctors saying Oza saying all profession social workers message spread development
Chairman of KUT and MLA Haupu released the annual KUT calendar 2015 at his office chamber at Babupara today. The calendar is based on events like dances, song and Miss KUT contest related to KUT celebration. MLA of Saikul Assembly Constituency, Yamthong Haukib, also attended the releasing ceremony. Director of JENIMS, Professor Dr. M. Shyamo, has said that JENIMS is all prepared for the inspection of Medical Council of India team for adapting JENIMS as the first medical college of Manipur. He said this at the inaugural program of a 2-day social service camp to clean the faculty blocks in JENIMS in association with Action for Development. Dr. Shyamo further said the social service camp was held under the aegis of President of Action for Development M. Shyambabu. An initiative taken up by him is praiseworthy. Support from different sections is required to complete the initiatives to make the JENIMS as the only medical college of Manipur. He urged the patient parties to keep the hospital neat and clean and extend support to make it a quality hospital. On January 29, a team of Medical Council of India will come to inspect the hospital. They may stay here for 2 to 3 days and observe the functioning of the hospital. If the inspecting team is satisfied with the functioning, then only they will approve Jennings as a medical college. People have a big role in making Jennings a medical college, he said.
MCI recognition inspection di 3 to 5 days and they when in the department in handle like but prepare the theory and I pray to God that we are likely to get, we hope to get MCI recognition.
And moving on to national international news, Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh has ruled out negotiation with any groups indulging in violence. Attending the concluding ceremony of National Youth Festival in Guwahati today, Singh called upon the youths to wipe out violence from the country. He also said that there is no place of violence in democracy. Singh urged the sportsperson to campaign to eradicate drugs menace. The Home Minister said that government has taken steps to create employment opportunities. He said that the centre and state government would work in cooperation to provide employment to youths. He has also remembered the role played by Swami Vivekananda in world peace. Government has ordered unblocking of all the 32 websites that were being used by terrorists after the sites promised to cooperate with the authorities and removed jihadi content. Indian Computer Emergency Response Team Director General Gulshan Rai confirmed the development. The websites were blocked in November following an order from Mumbai court, which was approached by Maharashtra Anti-Terrorism Squad ATS with a plea to block some websites carrying anti-India content. During its probe into certain terror cases, the ATS had received information that some websites were carrying anti-national content, said an official. Election Commission is likely to finalize the poll schedule for the 70-member Delhi Assembly election today, which has been under President's rule for nearly a year. The full Election Commission is meeting in New Delhi to discuss the preparation for the election. Divers retrieved one black box and located the other underwater today from the AirAsia plane that crashed more than 2 weeks ago. A key development that will help the investigator unravel what caused the aircraft to plummet into the Java Sea less than halfway into its flight. The cockpit voice recorder was found just hours after officials announced a data flight recorder had been pulled from beneath a piece of the aircraft's wing and brought to the surface, says Suryadi Bambang Supriyadi, Operation Coordinator at the National Search and Rescue Agency. However, he said it remained lodged beneath heavy wreckage and divers were struggling to free it at a depth of 32 meters 105 feet. Divers began zeroing in on the sites a day earlier after 3 Indonesian ships were picked up intense pings from the area, but they were unable to see the devices due to strong currents and poor visibility. French President François Hollande is due to chair a crisis meeting with cabinet ministers on national security after last week's deadly attacks. The meeting comes amid questions over how militants known to the authorities were able to launch the raids in Paris. The assault on the offices of satirical magazine Charlie Hebdo and separate attacks on police officers and a kosher supermarket killed 17 people. More than 1.5 million people marched in the capital on Sunday in a show of unity. The French government said the rally turnout was the highest on record. About 40 world leaders joined the start of the Paris March, linking arms in an act of solidarity. They included UK Prime Minister David Cameron, German Chancellor Angela Merkel, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, and Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas. Richard Linklater coming-of-age film Boyhood has taken top honors at the Golden Globe Awards. The movie, which took 12 years to make, won Best Film Drama, with Linklater named Best Director and Patricia Arquette Best Supporting Actress. British actor Eddie Redmayne won Best Actor in a Drama for his role as physicist Professor Stephen Hawking in A Theory of Everything. British actresses Joan Froggatt and Ruth Wilson also collected prizes. The awards, which honor both film and TV, show Froggatt win Best Supporting Actress in a TV series for her role in Downton Abbey. Wilson was named Best Actress in a TV drama for The Affair. And before we wind up, the top stories once again. Public roars against excessive and deliberate harassment to the passenger by the Assam Rifles at Kudengthapi post along the Imphal-More road. People drew the attention of the state government to intervene on it. Thank you for watching and keep watching ISTV News for more updates.